And now we'll move on to day 2 with 2016 Bionicle Lewa. Now Lewa is actually really awesome this time around. He's got a lot of green armor bits that form on most of his body, and he actually has these really nice looking spears. I really enjoy that each of the Bionicle this time around has got a little bit more of a unique weapon, since most of the time, most of the Toa usually had swords or various other kinds of weapons like lances and axes and so on. But for Lewa, he mostly had swords and somewhat slightly altered versions of like blades and so on. But this time, I do enjoy that he actually has these really long little lances. This is something that he doesn't really usually have. Anyways, we'll now move on to the boxes as normal. Here is set 71305 with 79 pieces, and he's one of the $15 sets once again. So that's pretty cool. And then for the creature is Uxar, Creature of Jungle, and he is set 71300, and he's got 89 pieces. So they've got just about the same amount of pieces, but it is interesting to note that he actually has more pieces than Lewa, which is a bit interesting. We'll now move on to Lewa first. Articulation-wise, it's pretty much the same you're going to get all around with all the Toa. Head is a ball joint, shoulders ball joints. Also ball joints in the elbows, ball joints in the wrists. The really nice waist articulation again. Ball joints in the hips, ball joints in the knees, ball joints in the ankles. So overall, all their articulation points will be pretty much the same throughout all the Toa, but it's still really nice that they're able to do all these kind of action poses now, since Lego's once again done a really nice job updating the articulation system. We'll now move on to Uxar, which is some kind of little bird creature. It's got these interesting looking hands, as well as feet and so on, and he can go into flight mode if you wished as well. His gimmick allows you to flap the wings, similar to how it looked like with Tao's creature, which, once again, I need to remember what it was. It was Uxar, or Uxar, should I say. But the wingspan on this one is, I think, a little bit longer, I think, from what I can tell. Articulation-wise is his arms have ball joints, as well as these little pieces here. It's got single ball joints in the feet pieces, but it does work for what it needs to do. We're going to take a look at the trap, which this time around looks really nice since they use the really cool vine pieces, and it actually has a chain at the end. So it's really nice how each of the traps have a more unique design this time around. We'll now go on to the combination once again. We're going to take off Lewa's mask and put on his golden mask here. And as I mentioned in the top video, now it's got translucent green instead of translucent red. So each of the Toa once again have different colors based on their elements. And now we're going to attach the creature to the back here. Form is really nice looking flight mode. I think this mode might work just a little bit better than Tahu's, just because it does make sense that the Toa of Jungle is able to have a flight form. So it's really cool this time around where the creatures end up doing. And I really enjoy the really appropriate forms of combination this time around for each of the Toa. So that's pretty much it for Lewa. There isn't much different what you're going to get for each of the Toa, but the designs alone look really nice. And if you're a fan of Lewa, I'm pretty sure you're going to really like this set. So anyways, I'll be back tomorrow with another review in the Bionicle week. But for now, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hirotaku, where this video will be posted up to. Also, please check me on Twitter under Darkon633, and please check down the other channels down below. And I'll be back with the next review. See you later, YouTube.